Yo, what is good, guys? It's I, Professor Legend, back here with another Dragon Ball Legends video for all of you. And today, as you've seen during the breaker stream over the weekend, we have new information on who is coming to the game. And we have Legends Limited Pikkon, who revives into Super Gogeta. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So Pikkon has powerful abilities like special coverage against strike arts, and the special arts that destroys your opponent's cards depending on how many times you use it. Plus Pikkon's sub count will go down when on standby if the enemy rushes. Then you activate a special move arts, ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush. This character can easily switch in to take your opponent's most fearsome attacks. Pikkon even has a unique gauge that slowly charges over time. When it fills up, restore the health of other allies and boost their damage inflicted using special arts. Damage inflicted using special arts will charge it up to 3 times, so be sure to use them whenever you can. Super Gogeta. Unlike Pikkon, Super Gogeta is a superior attacker, with a special move arts that nullifies enemy endurance effects, a special art that nullifies enemy special cover changes, and more. Even just simply using a strike or blast stance will grant various damage buffs. Super Gogeta shares a unique gauge with Pikkon, and when it fills up, tons of debuffs will activate and weaken all enemies. If you already filled it with Pikkon, these effects will still activate when you revive and switch into Super Gogeta. Since you also get bonuses to damage inflicted and a reduction to special advance costs, you'll be able to put your opponent in a seriously difficult spot. Pikkon and Super Gogeta each have their own powerful abilities. Take a look below so you can use them both to their fullest potential. As you can see, they're green. And the way this character works is that Pikkon will also have Gogeta's tank, so other Warrior, Saiyan, Super Saiyan Fusion, Fusion Warrior, and obviously songs from movies. Main ability, draw a green card, get 30 T. Get damage for 30 counts. Use arts cost 15 counts. And applies attribute upgrade, shortens zone substitution count by 2 self for 15 timer counts. And 15 counts must elapse before the equipment be used. The ability, level 4, is 3% to special move damage inflicted by movies, movie characters, and 30% to songs from movies, Saiyan or Fusion Warrior base strike and blast effects. So strike, no blast armor. Strike, there's no blast armor. Blast arts restores zone ki by 10 upon activation, so by the looks of it you're just using 19 ki. So that's good to have. So pretty much the same cost as the strike arts. Blue card, inflict all enemies with sub counts on hit. Put on pressure and don't let the enemy escape. So deal massive impact damage, 30% special move damage, 3 counts upon activation, and inflict all enemies with 3 sub counts on hit. So the question is it for charging or is it going to be long range? That's the question here. Is it long range? Let me check. Okay, it's long range, okay. So by the looks of it, the blue card is long range, so you don't have to worry about it. Having blast armor, it's long range, so you can just catch the enemy with blast and land. Green card. Randomly draws 1 new card, stores T by 30, chances of unique gauge by 15%, activates 3 times, applies attribute upgrade, minus 20% to, ignores 20% of enemy sustained damage cut effects, 15 counts, and destroys one of your enemy's arts strike. So the name of this card is You Stupid Stinking Barry. I guess that's the name of the green card, I suppose. So, applies following effects to enemy according to the number of times it has been used. 2 or more, cause their blast are destroyed. Then 3 onwards, you also destroy a blue and green guard. So unique ability, When owner health reaches 0, switch to Super Gogeta and revive with 100% health. Won't activate if he's caught a self-destruct attack, which has been going on with a ton of revival these days. So Star Battle buffs, always good. 9% been standard for LF Sparkings. 50% damage reduction. Okay. Maybe bump it up to 60 or 70%. If it was 50%, it probably would be fine if it was in like 2021 or 2020, early 2022, but 60 or 70% needs to be where it's at, really. So then there's card draw speed, then 50% T recovery. So players find effects per episode start from the movie battle member other than this character. There's 30% extra damage, then up to 30% extra damage, and 10% sustained damage cut. And it resets upon revival. What joy! Applies fire and effect itself when it's counter in the battlefield, gets 20 key and 40% damage after 15 counts. Applies fire and effect itself when Pikkon performs Vanishing Step, gets a green card, restores 5% HP and jumps into blast damage for 15 counts. Draws those sub count by 2 when enemy activates special move arts, Awaken Dance or Rising Rush while this character is on standby. 2, really? Bump it up to 5. Bump it up to 5 and we're talking. Because you want this, because with revival characters, you want to go into them when the enemy activates the rush because you know they're going to get back up regardless if the enemy nullifies endurance or whatnot. Because with revival, the enemy is always guaranteed. With the revival, you're always guaranteed to get back up and basically continue to fight. Alright, unique ability number 2. Pikkon, counter gets strike cards. Itself when changing cover, destroys 1 card. Choose key bar 20 and then lowers card draw speed. Applies fire effect itself. When enemy performs cover change, gets a green card, stores key bar 20%, and 20% damage for 15 counts. Applies fire effect itself after enemy attack is over. Strike knocks, blast cost reduced, 15 counts, not be stacked. Permanent 20% to special move damage inflicted, activates once. Then card draw speed 15 counts. Slowly charges only need gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. Fire effects occur once you need gauge is full. Restores allies other than this character's health by 15%. And 50% damage inflicted by allies cannot be cancelled. So I guess this works like Ultra Kid Boos, I think. Because I think Cell's resets and I think... yeah, LF Perfect Form Cell's resets and then yeah. And the buff stack. So I guess it's similar to Ultra Kid Boo because Ultra Kid Boo gets buffs but it minus the reset. It's similar to Ultra Kid Boo's but without the reset basically. Once it's done, it's done. Once it fills up, the buffs are there, it's done, it's filled up. So Super Gogeta. Main ability, draw a blue card, gets health and key, special move damage buffs, and then blue card costs down, 15 counts plus lapse. Strike has blast armor. Blast remains the same as Pikkon's. Special move arts, nullifies endurance, massive impact damage, gets special move buffs, and inflicts and increases the arts cost of all enemies by 20 for 5 timer counts. Green card gets key, damage inflicted. The additional buffs to the next strike of blast arts damage inflicted, nullifies cover change, cancels and nullifies, cancels own downgrades in normal conditions, and then nullifies it for 30 counts. And it's only activates once. Why not make it infinite, basically? Or at least make it uncancelable. Sneak ability number 1. So, Plasma Phone affects itself upon revival, 50% damage inflicted, 10% damage reduction, and 40% key recovery, and then goes type neutral defensively for 30 counts. Why not go type neutral in general? Type neutral in general, probably a good thing for this character. Plasma Phone affects itself every time this character uses strike or blast starts, use a strike. Strike damage, gets strike damage and blue card damage. Then Plasma affects itself every time this character uses a blast starts card. Blast starts damage, then blast damage, then blue card damage. So pretty much powering up his blue card, basically. That's basically what they're saying here. You're powering up his blue card. That's basically what you want to do so that it hits very hard, eliminating the opponent with ease. That's basically what they're trying to go for here. So, farm effects occur, the 2% minus 2/2 strike and blast arts for 10 counts. It's all enemies and to be downgraded 5, minus 5% to. So lowers strike, blast, and special move arts power for 10 counts basically. Debuffing the enemy. Farm effects occur if your own health is 50% or lower after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Gets 15% health back and then use NPT by 15. So he has a strike cover change, just like Pikkon. Very slowly, chances only gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. Farm effects occur once meat gauge is full or upon revival if it's already full. 50% damage inflicted, minus 22 on special move arts costs, all of which cannot be cancelled. Card draw speed, but one level per day counts. Why not make it permanent? I don't get it. Then activates all these debuffs apply to the enemy for 30 counts. Health restoration. Lower health restoration, lowering key recovery, lowering card draw speed, and lowering critical rate. It applies farm effect itself if there are 2 or more defeated battle members when this character enters the battlefield or upon revival. Gets special move damage and then uses blast off. 5% strike and blast off cost. And then covered off for 10 counts. Okay. So judging here, so let's say say Gogeta is fully built up. You're basically getting like ice, probably about 205% damage inflicted for 205% to damage inflicted throughout the entire fight. He's going to be hitting very hard, I will not lie. But he's a defense type, and he needs some way of tanking. And 60% damage cut isn't really going to make the cut for a defense type. Maybe about 70%? Maybe 70% will suffice. And we'll see how the stats play. If the stats are like nearing 180k for a defense type, such as LF Pikkon Super Gogeta, then yeah, it will be alright, I guess. But again, stats will determine whether the kit will be enough for this character to survive the modern day meta. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this character. Then tomorrow I'll probably be covering covering Dokkan's LF Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is pretty much next for Global. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Banner lineup not looking great so far, judging by the looks of it. And with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Have a great day, game on. This is Professor Legends. Over and out.